Come back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen.
Roughly what I expected. Thank you, Lord Capon. The reserves are being assembled, and we'll soon have a strong enough force to deal with that rebel.
But Lord Nebak had a lot more men in his fortress. He's definitely not sending you everything he can.
That's true. I discussed that with him. He insisted he couldn't send more men. He needed a garrison capable of keeping the fortress secure.
The fortress is on an outcrop with 1 approach road, and pretty well fortified. It could be held by 5 men with 1 arm tied behind their backs, unless they're vastly outnumbered.
That's probably true, but some of the men you saw there aren't his own. They're hired mercenaries, and the contract he signed with them binds them to protect the fortress and the surrounding area. If he were to send them out into the field, he'd have to pay extra, and he can't afford to. So he's sending his own armed men, who are his to use as he sees fit, and the rest have to stay at the fortress.
Nebag has hired mercenaries, does he? How many?
Around a dozen would be my estimate.
Interesting. Very interesting. I would like to know where he got the coin for that. Thank you, gentlemen, for this little service. But we haven't been idle either. I have some news you might be interested in. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. Make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt. And if someone in the region is helping them, I want to know who.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
There were reprobates at large, but me and Lord Semine took care of it. Their leader was a lesser noble nicknamed Gules. Semine spared his life as a highborn, and in return, Gules agreed to serve him.
Magnanimity towards an enemy is either virtuous or foolish. Time will tell. That Gules and his band. Is there any link with the bandits we are looking for?
Oh, I don't know, sir. His band broke up, and they're hiding in these parts. But I'm on their trail, and I'll deal with them.
Excellent. At least there is one less thing to worry about. Happy hunting. The best way to judge a noble is by those who serve him. And you are reflecting very well on Lord Capon. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, as my esteemed guest, he will be at your service. You will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. That is all. Inform me about what you get out of the bandit.